So one of the quickest and easiest ways to do a new website is to go to a website called themeforest.net. Okay, and what this does is it'll give you like what I call a theme. Some people call templates. So a theme, well, a template insinuates you can't change anything on the site. Yeah, but it is actually a theme, and I'd rather call it that. So along the row here, you can see where we've got WordPress. Yeah, and if we scroll along to e-commerce, you can see here we've got WooCommerce, got Magento, Shopify, Zencastr, whichever one you want to use. Drupal, it's all on here, and this provides themes. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to basically do a WooCommerce. So WooCommerce WordPress was designed as a blogging style type website, and if you got the plugin which is called Woo, that makes it into a shop. Okay, and that's why we call it WooCommerce. So if we click on WooCommerce, this is going to give you all the themes or templates. Like I said, I use the word themes. And you can see that the WordPress website itself is actually open source, so it's completely free. And then what you do is you put the theme over the top, which is the piece that your customers or potential customers can actually see. So if we clicked on, for example, this one here, you can see where it's got live view. Okay, so if we just click on that, you can actually see exactly how the website will actually look. And then all you have to do is imagine your content within that website. So if we look at this, you can see here it's got a nice what's called a mega menu, which gets the customer to where they want to be as possible. It's got a built-in blog. It's got everything that you would expect to see. Here you can add your products. And if we go down, you can see again the products. And it should also have the blog posts already incorporated into it, all the social media. So here's the blog articles. So everything that you want in a website is already in there. Even the payment system, you could, if you wanted to use just PayPal, which I don't recommend because it's quite expensive, tend to use Stripe with something like Trustis, because the payment systems they use work out a lot cheaper. And if you then click on to a product, you can see it's got all the high-end features that you'd expect to see from a high-end website. So here you can choose different drop downs on the left hand side. Maybe you decide, well, actually I don't really like that one. You can see it's got the social media buttons. It's also got people like this, also like this. Okay, so if we go back to Theme Forest, what you can just type in what you're looking for. So this is the newest ones. I tend to go mainly for the best weekly sellers. Now I know they've got a lot of sales, and you can see the price here. It's $59. So if we went to this one as an example, what this is going to do is tell you about the platform. You can see the price is $59. Okay, and you can actually have extended support for a further $1763. Okay, now when you're looking down this list, one of the most important factors that you need to look at is this last updated. So you can see 10th of April 2025. Now what you want, if you can imagine the WordPress website, if it has any sort of people trying to hack it or anything like that, and there's a problem with it, what they do is they'll kind of like, how do I describe it, put sort of a plaster over it. So if you cut yourself, put a plaster on it, it gets to so many plasters, and then what they'll do is they'll update the whole version of the WordPress platform. Now as it updates, what you want is a website theme that is actually being maintained. Otherwise, what's going to happen is the WordPress website will get maintained, the theme will get left behind, and within a couple of years, your website will actually probably crash, I suspect. So one of the things you need to do is have a look at the last updated. You see here 10th of April, which means we're good. And then under there we can click on live preview. Most of the popular themes have actually lots of demos within the site. So it's the same theme but different layouts. So here you can see all the different demos they've got going. So if we scroll down a little bit, here's the shop demos. And so this is the same theme, but the platform's all laid out differently. Okay, and again, if you think you like one, yeah, all you need to do is click on the one you like, and this will show you exactly what it looks like when it's going to be live. And so the thing you're going to be looking for is the high-end features, which would cost you a lot of money to actually purchase if you've got a developer to do it. So here you can see we've got the what's called a mega menu, gets the customer to where they want to be as quickly as they can. These ones are actually quite nice because you can add an image in there as well. So there's lots of really high-end stuff in here. You can see how all that's laid out. Wouldn't be particularly worried about the tags unless you've got a lot of products and services, but you can then click on one of the products and you can see the layout here. It's already got all the social media posts are already in the back end of the system. So the question is, how technical is this to actually build? Well, if you go to Google or one of the search engines, just type in WordPress hosting. These are hosting companies that specialize in WordPress hosting. So I tend to use either Fast Hosts I have used in the past. The one I'm using at the moment is called SiteGround. So if we just click on SiteGround, yeah, and then you'll see here starting off $1.99 a month. And you'll also see here where it says Manage WordPress Features. It says WordPress auto installed, yeah, which means when you get your hosting, yeah, your actual WordPress platform is actually already there for you, and all then you need to do is add the theme you like over the top of it and then apply it, and then you'll be able to edit that site. And that's one of the quickest, simplest, easiest and cheapest ways in order to do a website. And a lot of people will say, I really need to go to a proper developer. If you've got the money, that's great, but ultimately this does work, and these themes do work perfectly well. So a lot of people think they need to spend a lot of money. So when you're talking about something like a Magento website, which is considered to be a high-end, you can see figures are quite high, yeah, but the maintenance on these things, you really and ideally need to know a little bit of like coding, HTML, quite as simple to put one of these things up as using WordPress. The other thing about it is there's a lot of WordPress developers on Fiverr and that type of thing. So if you needed to, find somebody to help you, they could easily do that for you. But if you're looking for high end, quite a lot of web developers that I've come across actually use themes from this and then will tell you that it's custom built. The way you can tell is if you go to View and then Developer View Source Code, yeah, in here, then Edit and Find. So here, Find, and then you'll probably be able to put something in theme or template or whatever it is, and it will tell you where they've actually purchased it from. So it's a good way that developers can do a lot of work quickly. Of course, even AI now will actually build these sites for you. So again, you can see in this one, it's got the word themeforest.net, and if you search for that, then you'd see where they got the actual theme from. So if you're looking for a decent website that we know is going to work, that you can do relatively simply yourself, then WordPress hosting with a theme forest template will work perfectly well. Thank you.